Hey, what is good, gentlemen? Welcome back to another update video. I believe I'm on day
Now turn right onto Crossroads Boulevard.
240 of my semen retention streak. I think I'll have to check the counting date. But guys,
in 500
I
feet,
just got
turn left onto Mallory Lane.
done with my second acupuncture appointment, and I'm telling you, man, I
now
fully
turn left
believe
onto Mallory Lane.
that I found a cheat code here. Why am I going left? I want to go right. I'm going to go right. I fully believe that acupuncture, especially mixed, combined with semen retention, it's a cheat code, guys. And I've made a commitment to just really hit this hard for the foreseeable future. I found, I would argue, the best acupuncturist in the area, Chi for Life in Brentwood, Tennessee. And dude, Dr. Lee is so freaking good. This time around, so I was there for about an hour and laid there for about an hour. Again, like 30 needles. Guys, she's so good. I started to pick her brain because I'm fascinated by this stuff. And she's so good that when it comes to acupuncture, it's not just putting the needle in the correct spot on the meridians of the body and like, oh, it does a thing. There's like different angles and different levels, and like she goes by feeling and like off of what your body is needing. Like, incredible. I have done acupuncture in the past and not really felt much, and with her, I'll tell you what, guys, I'm feeling what some might call pain, some nerve spasms, and like things that people might call painful. If you've ever been through actual injuries and actual pain, this isn't that. It's absolutely not that. Like, you can man up and push through this easily. Like, it's fine. But some of them do feel like, oof, that hit a nerve.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto Cool Springs Boulevard. Then take the Interstate 65 south ramp on the right.
And I was basically telling her this time around, I'm like, man, I feel like we really hit quite a few spots when you put the needle in that were painful. Had a nerve. You hit a nerve, and then it goes away after a couple seconds. You lay there with it. And I was asking her, because I had this thought. I was like, does that mean that there's probably energy blocks, and like that's the energy trying to like heal and move out? And she confirmed it. She's like, yes it is. She's like, any acupuncturist can just put the needle in the right spot. She's like, I can do it in a way that you'll never feel it.
Boulevard.
She's like, I can do it in a way that isn't painful, that you won't feel it. But that's not helpful. That's not healing, because that pulsing, this energy moving, flowing, flowing out of it, that can be felt as a spasm, as nerve pain, or as like a pain. And it was interesting because when she took the ones out of my hands, this time I had like I had a bunch in my hands, my legs, in the spots of my autoimmune system were definitely more painful. And then this time, guys, even now a little bit, when she took the hand ones out, I can still feel the pulsing in these spots, and that is related to my sinuses and my nose, which makes perfect sense because that is something that I've been dealing with for a long freaking time. And this comes back, I'm going to tie it into semen retention, obviously, but to me, this comes back to the idea that when you have energetic blocks, and let's say it comes from something emotional, when you feel an emotion, when something traumatic happens, and you're not able to fully process it and feel it, instead you just push it down and numb yourself and block it, you have to feel that thing again when it comes up to be released. So oftentimes if it's an emotion around fear,
now take the Interstate 65 south
you're
ramp
going
on the
to
right.
need to feel the fear when it comes back out as you release it, as it surfaces, because it's the same energy, it has the same energetic imprint as when it came in, because it's the same thing, right? It's the same information. And it also makes sense to me too, just like comparing that to acupuncture. I'm like, of course there's going to be a little soreness and a little pain and pulsating. Your body is pushing this stuff out, moving these energetic blocks, these emotional blocks, pushing all this stuff out.
Keep left to
That
stay
is
on Interstate
good.
65 south.
I prefer to feel that. I prefer to feel
now
some of the
keep left to stay on
pain
Interstate 65 south.
because I know that it is actually having an impact, having an effect. With semen retention, guys, we are storing up tons of energy. Yes? Tons of energy.
In 1 mile, keep left to
In
stay
our
on
root
Interstate
chakra.
65 south.
But the last thing that you want to happen is that energy that you are storing up has nowhere to go. If there are energetic blocks, so in Chinese medicine, the meridian system, it is a highway, it is a pathway of energy between all of your organs, your entire body. It is how the life flows. And she was telling me, in traditional Chinese medicine, all sickness, dis-ease, their whole perspective of this is it is from energetic blocks. And what I had the realization a few
Now
months
keep
ago
left to stay on
was
Interstate 65
a couple
south.
months ago when I was thinking about this and looking into this. The realization was this: I'm storing up all of this energy. My reserves are through the roof. Fantastic. But now how do I clean up the meridians, the highway systems, the energy pathways? Now how do I get those blocks out of there? Because I do believe that, like, think about it, guys, think about it like a hose, like a garden hose that has some rocks and debris and dirt in it, and you slowly start to turn on more water and then turn on more water, and eventually that amount of water that just pushes through there and like starts to clean out the hose and starts running properly. And with semen retention, it's like it is the water, it is the access to more of the energy to start to clean the crap out. And this is why I believe it naturally brings up deep traumas and beliefs and emotions that you need to deal with, because it's finally helping clear that out. But I was thinking, what else makes perfect sense for helping that process of the body to move this energy around and heal and cleanse? Oh, how about acupuncture? The thing literally designed to move energy through the meridian systems and help your body to release and repair. That makes perfect sense to me. Again, guys, I'm not a doctor. Everything that I know or understand about health and wellness is from personal experience. I'm just talking about my experience on this channel. I'm sharing it here with you so that you can consider doing something yourself if you want. It's up to you. Do what you want. Look into it. Do your research. But if you're on this channel and you are into semen retention, acupuncture, traditional Chinese medicine probably isn't as far off as you might expect, as you might think. So that's the first thing. I'm really, really excited for that. I am starting to do every 3 to 4 days now, so twice a week going forward. And we're just gonna speed this thing up and we're gonna see what happens. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. The second thing that I'm excited about is I found another holistic practitioner that I am excited to be working with. And he does take the approach of Chinese medicine, acupuncture, everything. He's got a little bit more of a Western medicine background and lifestyle, stuff like that. And with him, he has mastered what are called the elementals. How every human, every blueprint that we have, has a different element that you are, right? So for example, I have a hunch based on a test that I did first without him, is that I'm a wood element. And a wood element has a very specific diet that is meant for the wood element. Every element has something that is an ideal situation, an ideal food, an ideal whatever, traits, characteristics.
In 1 mile, keep left to stay on Interstate
And you are that element your whole
South.
life. And I hopped on a call with him for an hour. His name is Dr. Annis, and he is in Cool Springs, Tennessee. Very, very successful, well-known doctor, well-published, lots of books, he's everywhere. And so I'm hiring his team to do a full breakdown. We're going to there's a bunch of tests that they're going to do, but the main thing is helping me figure out my elemental sign and optimizing my body around that. They're also going to do some tests. It's been a long time since I've done a gut microbiome test and some other stuff like that. So we're also going to include
Now keep left to stay on Interstate 65
that.
South.
And I will share all the information with you guys. I'll share you the data, the findings as I go through that probably in the next month or two. And again, guys, I'm just always looking for ways to optimize and combine things with this semen retention practice that we're doing. Because semen retention, guys, in and of itself, yes, it is great. It is life-changing. But is there more that we could be doing, right? Because remember, it's just the energy source. What are we going to do with that energy? Where are we going to aim it? For me, I'm like, okay, I'm going to unrelentlessly aim this at leveling up my physical body. Because the longer that I experience life, guys, I'm realizing health is wealth. Health is wealth. Go get wealth and don't be healthy when you get that wealth. It's not going to feel great because you're going to realize you're still wanting more because it didn't solve the health. And I've come to that realization, you know, as more abundance flows into my life. Like, oh wow, okay, more money, more success, awesome. What's the point if you can't pair that with ideal, optimal health? What's the point? You won't be happy, you won't be satisfied. In fact, you'll be pretty miserable. So that is my main focus. And listen, guys, when it comes to this side of health and healing, it is an investment. It absolutely is. I don't even know how much money has been invested in my health journey at this point on things that didn't work up to this point. Six figures. I mean, that's not even getting into this, like multiple six figures if we're talking surgeries and all of the Western medicine stuff and the insurance. Years and years and years and years and years of all of that stuff, guys. Like stupid amounts of money. But I finally have something that makes perfect sense to me and is actually generating results, and I'm really excited about it. But it's an investment, right? You're gonna spend a chunk of change doing this stuff, but you just have to decide, okay, what is right for me? For where I currently am right now, what's the right next step? What is the biggest hurdle in my life right now? What is the obstacle that if I solve that bottleneck, my life as a whole drastically improves? What is it? that's something worth thinking as you're doing semen retention. Okay, this is great. What's next? While I continue to do this, what is the next bottleneck? What is the next thing that I need to solve to take me to the next level? And once you identify that, you relentlessly pursue that thing and see it through. Man, I am like feeling little spasms and releases here too, like around my liver area, a little bit in my arms. Like that was a really good acupuncture session. That was a really good one. Just some thoughts, guys, on this drive back to my place. Have any of you considered pairing your semen retention journey with something like acupuncture?
In 1 mile, take exit 53 on the right onto Tennessee 396
Have
toward
you
Tennessee
played around
City
with
Parkway.
traditional Chinese medicine and looked into that aspect of things? If not, I would encourage you to consider it. Do your research, do some homework. Figure out if there might be something there for you. Because there might be. Anyways, that's my update for you guys. I'm going to keep doing these videos every time I come back from a session. Give you a little more information. Give you a little bit more knowledge. Hopefully that helps you and resonates with some of you. Peace, love, abundance to you all. If you have any questions about it, drop me in the comments. I'll check those out. I'll see you in the next one.